Hi everyone. Evening. Just wait a few minutes for you all to come on. Hopefully none of you have been trying to watch it on YouTube because I'm having a nightmare with YouTube. So we're on Instagram and fingers crossed I can save it for later as well for those of you who can't stay maybe for the full session. So welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. In case you haven't seen, I've put a poll out as well on my Instagram stories just to see what the best time is for you guys. Whether it's evening, lunchtime sessions. So if you've got time, just click and vote just so I know, so I can maybe put a regular slot in so you all know when I'm going to be online. Hope you've had a great day. It's really beautiful here. Hope it's been the same for you guys, even if you're inside, that maybe you've got a little balcony or outdoor space. So yeah, fingers crossed you've been able to get outside. I haven't done my exercise yet, my one session out yet, so I'll be heading out after this, get some evening air. But welcome. Anyway, I'll let you all get settled. So come seated on your mat. Any position, you can be cross-legged, or if it's more comfortable, sit on the shins. Try and have the toes tucked back. And we'll get comfy. So any questions that you've got, I'll look back through the feed and answer them, or send me a direct message if there's anything that comes up in the practice you're not sure about. That'll be easier for me to answer, and open to any requests as well. So thanks for joining, and we'll get started. So coming to your comfortable seated position, just close your eyes. Notice how you're feeling. I, for one, am going to let go of all my frustration with technology today. Try not to let these feelings impact our mood by letting them go. So it's through awareness that we can begin to bring change. That's why we take this moment at the start of class, just to notice. Gently closing your mouth now, begin to bring your breath in through your nose. Deepening that breath. Really using the full capacity of your lungs. And it's this focus on our breath that helps us still the mind in our practice. So be aware, be mindful. Notice if you're losing your breath, and I'll cue you to. If you're familiar with Ujjayi, begin to engage this here, or if you'd like to try it, contract the back of your throat now. And sip the breath in through your nose, creating that rasping noise. As you exhale, you contract the back of the throat too. So it's that muscle you use to fog up a mirror. So if you're unsure, just put your hand in front of your mouth, open up and try and fog up that mirror. That's that muscle we engage. On the exhale with the Ujjayi, draw the tummy in and up slightly. Uddiyana Bandha. Exhale, lift up through Mula Bandha. That's your pelvic floor. A few more rounds of breath here. Opening your eyes now. Doesn't matter which seated position you're in. Inhale, raise the palms overhead. Gaze to fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Find that length, stretch through the side, body and spine. Exhale, hands to heart center. From here now, inhale, raise the arms once again. Palms touch. And on the exhale, we twist right. So the left hand comes to the knee, right fingertips just rest on the floor behind. Inhale, reach up tall through the top of your head. And exhale, gaze slightly over that right shoulder. Inhale, back to center, palms touch. And exhale the opposite way. Right hand, left knee, left fingertips behind. Inhale, reaching up through the top of your head. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, back to center, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. So if you didn't see before, we're going to be working on some twists today. If at any time you need to rest, please feel free. We'll be doing some vinyasa in between the poses, the standing poses. So you can skip those and rest in downward dog or child's pose if you've done something else or you're just tired today. So see how you feel. We'll start on all fours though, coming into threading the needle. So knees underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. So beginning to warm up through the spine. Ground down through the left hand and inhale, reach the right palm up. Exhale, feed that right arm, I'll show you from the front, underneath the left. That right temple just rests on the floor lightly. Press into that right shoulder and move the left hand back slightly. Inhale here, staying here. Raise the left arm up towards the ceiling or even drop that hand over to the right hip. Roll that left shoulder open, inhale. And exhale, draw your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, raise the left palm back up. And exhale, left hand down. We inhale, reach that right hand up once more. Exhale, right hand back down to the mat. So other side. Inhale, reach left arm up. Exhale, feed left arm underneath right. Just grounding that left shoulder, left temple. Take that right hand back slightly and inhale, press into the hands. If that's enough, stay there or raise the right arm. Take it over to left hip or left inner thigh. Inhale, roll that right shoulder open. Really breathe through the length of the spine. And exhale. Soften, draw those shoulders away from ears. Inhale, reach the right arm up again. And exhale, the hand grounds to the mat. Inhale, press and lift. We reach the left arm. And exhale, left hand comes down. So coming into our first downward dog, walk the hands forward slightly, toes tuck under. Inhale, press and lift the hips. Feet hip width, hands shoulder width, pedaling out through the feet, so lifting the heels. Perhaps taking the head from side to side. Building some heat. We inhale, push forward to plank. Draw the tummy back. Holding it here, draw those shoulders away from the ears, scapula working towards each other slightly. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Gaze in between the shins. Pedaling out through the feet, if you need to, or even pivoting from side to side. Can be really nice on the toes, finding side stretch. Inhale, push forward to plank. Squeeze inner thighs towards each other. Exhale, downward dog. Press the floor away, so hips up and back. But find space between the shoulders. A little twist here, walk the hands back slightly, so it's a shorter dog. And then inhale, take left hand over to right shin. And exhale, twist underneath that right armpit. Inhale, release the left hand back. Exhale, twist the opposite side, right hand to left calf, ankle, maybe even the thigh behind the knee. Inhale, take the right hand back to the mat, walk the hands forward, and take 2 breaths there, once more in your downward dog. So fingertips nice and wide, press into the outer edges of the hands. So almost the palms start to cup a little, and the weight comes out of the base of the wrist. Gaze forward now, walk the feet to the front of your mat. Big toes touch, hands can lift of course. Inhale, gaze in pose, head extends towards your screen. Exhale, bend the knees, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hands can rest on the legs, tummy to thighs. Inhale, we rise to stand, hinge at the hips, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. So we'll start at the top of the mat, coming into our vinyasa flow. Big toes touch again. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees a little bit to come down. Inhale, gazing pose. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat, depends on your hamstring length. Exhale, bend the knees, hands to mat. Left foot back. Take a low lunge, drop that back knee. Inhale, arms rise. Opening out through the front hips. Exhale, right fingertips now to the inside of that right foot. If you need a block, grab a block or a book here, and we just want to twist to the left, gaze up to left fingertips. Exhale, release the hands down, either side of the front foot, so you frame the foot, back knee lifts, step back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees, first one, lower chest. Release tops of the feet to the mat. Hands stay as they are. Inhale, cobra, so chest towards me, neck nice and long still. Just want to feel this through the mid and upper back. If you're feeling it in the lower, just drop down a little bit and think about extending through the top of the head. Exhale, toes tuck under. Push through all fours, downward dog. Inhale here, one breath. Exhale, rise onto the toes, left foot steps forward. Drop that back knee. You can keep the toes tucked under for balance if that helps. Inhale, reach the arms up. Find your low lunge. Exhale, twist to the right now. Left fingertips to the mat or book or block. Should feel this more through that inner left thigh. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. We step forward now, so that we tuck the back toes under, step the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, gazing pose. Head towards me, long through the spine. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, gazing pose. Exhale, hands to mat. This time, step back with the right foot, drop that back knee. Arms rise, inhale. This time, with the low lunge, we exhale, drop the left forearm to left thigh, and reach those right fingertips over to the left, starting to find a side stretch through that right hand side, maybe over the front of the hip. Inhale here. Exhale. Ooh. Right hand back to the mat, wobbling around. We step it back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, your choice now, yogi's choice. You can drop the knees, you can come through full plank, or you can find chaturanga. Exhale, lowering. Releasing toes. Inhale, yogi's choice, cobra. Great here if you're new to the practice or you have any issues with your lower back, you feel tightness. Or upward dog. For some of the others who want something slightly deeper. Thighs lift if you're an upward dog. Exhale, drop the knees or come over toes. Downward dog. One breath here. Exhale now. Rise onto toes, right foot steps forward. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, right forearm to the thigh. And reach left hand over to the right. Finding that stretch through the left hip. Notice which side's tighter. You might need to spend more time on one side and at a time. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Left foot steps forward to meet the right. Gazing pose, inhale. And exhale, we fold. Hinge at the hips, rise to stand, use the core to help you come up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So working into our upper back a little bit now, and also our shoulders. So we sit back into what's called Utkatasana, so you can take the feet hip width if this is challenging, or feet together. So we sit back, imagine you're coming into an imaginary chair, the bottom comes back. Inhale, arms rise. From here now, lengthen through the lower back, core switches on. We try and keep reaching that chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale now, fold forward, clasp the hands. Keep the palms open and see if you can bring the little fingers towards the floor. But still think about reaching your
fingertips, your palms, sorry, not your palms, the back of your hands towards me, broadening through the shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the knees, release the bind with the hands, hands to mat, yogi's choice, step on, little hop, float back to plank, inhale here. Exhale, lower through your variation of plank, inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Rise onto the toes, starting to stretch through the back of the legs. Inhale, reach the right foot up towards the ceiling. See if that left heel will lower a little in your split dog. Exhale, we round through the upper back, knee to nose. So really press the floor away. Inhale, extend right leg, split dog. Exhale, knee to nose. So round through the upper back, squeeze that knee in. Inhale, extend. This time, gaze to the hands. Exhale, right foot through to the hands. We come to a high lunge. So adjust the feet so they're slightly wider. Inhale, arms rise, transition slowly. Breathing there, maybe coming a little deeper with that lunge. Again, think about lengthening that lower back. So this time we're going to twist to the right. So inhale and exhale, take the right arm back, left arm forward. A little bit of a challenge, you can keep the gaze forward or you can take the gaze over to that right hand. Inhale back to center, arms rise. Exhale, left heel grounds down, we come into warrior one. So the back toes, they're at 10 o'clock. Drive that left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind the back now, humble warrior. So clasp them as we did before. Inhale, reach the chest up slightly. Exhale, fold forward over this front leg and see if those knuckles once again will come overhead towards your screen. You might need to hop that left foot in slightly, but we want to draw, if you can see from, if you're stuck, want to draw that hip around and back. So notice if the bottom is stuck out to the side, see if you can draw it around and back. Yes. You'll feel it more, you'll feel more of a stretch that right hip. Inhaling here. Exhale, maybe come a little deeper, nearly there, I know it's strong. Inhale. Exhale, now release the hands to the mat. Turn the back toes to face forward. We come into another twist. Keep the lunge. Inhale, twist right. So left hand grounds down and we inhale, twist right. Gaze up to those fingertips. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. Inhaling here. Now from here, exhale, lower onto the forearms. Forearm plank. Press the floor away, space between the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can bring that right knee to right upper arm. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee in. One more each side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, lower all the way down onto the mat. Coming onto our forearms. So we come into a cobra variation. Sorry, not cobra, sphinx. So forearms parallel. Inhale, press the floor away. Really grip into the fingertips. Imagine you're pulling yourself forward through the hands. Spine lifted. So do imagine a sphinx. That's what we're trying to create here. Countering probably the sitting and all the rounding we've been doing today. Soften the breath. And exhale, release down. Hands come back for cobra to the shoulders or back towards the ribs for upward dog. Inhale here. And exhale over knees and toes. Downward dog. Take 2 breaths. Sigh out through the mouth to help you clear the airway. And we come to the other side. Inhale, raise the left leg, split dog. So come onto the toes if you need to. Exhale, see if that right heel will lower. Just a millimetre perhaps. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Press the floor away. Really hug that knee in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Last time. Exhale, knee to nose. Gaze forward. Left foot through to the hands. If it gets stuck, use the left elbow, or arm I should say, to bring that left hand through. Sorry, I should have said that earlier. Adjust the feet. Stay hip width. And inhale, rise to high lunge. Maybe sliding those right toes back. Lengthen through lower back. Inhale. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. So twist over to the left. Gaze can stay forward or slowly transition the head. The gaze to that left hand. Inhale, we come forward now. Square the hips, we come into our warrior one. So the right heel turns in and drops, back toes to a clock. Think about those thighs. So they're probably slightly split at the moment. You want to scissor them together. You'll feel it through that inner right thigh over the hip. Exhale, hands behind the back, clasp them the other way. Roll those shoulders open. Inhale, lift through the heart center. Exhale, fold it forward. Humble warrior. Reach those knuckles towards me. Draw that left hip back. So imagine, notice if it's sticking out to the side. Draw it towards the right foot. But keep that lunge. Final breath. Exhale, release the right hand to the mat. Turn the back toes to face forward. Inhale, we twist left. Side angle variation. Keep the head reaching towards the screen. Exhale now, hands to mat. This time we will just vinyasa. Step back to plank, but as I said before, if you need to, just rest in downward dog or child's pose. Otherwise, we lean forward a touch, inhale. Exhale, lower. Release toes. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale over knees or toes. Downward dog. 2 breaths here. Final standing postures coming. Rise onto the toes. Inhale, right leg lifts. See if that left heel will lower again. This time bend that right knee, dip the toes to the left. Keep reaching that right knee up. Drop that right shoulder. Straighten right leg now. Square off the hips, so we drop that right hip in line with the left. Exhale, right foot through to the hands. So as I should have said earlier, if this is tricky, you can drop the right, both knees, bring the right foot through, or use that right arm to help it through. From here now, we come in to another high lunge. Inhale. And on the exhale, we slowly begin to lower the hands, and we lower that left knee slowly, all the way to the mat with nice control. So we're coming into one of our twists now. Take the right hand onto the right thigh. Inhale, raise the left arm, and exhale, take the elbow to the outside edge of that right thigh. So you don't have to be really deep into this twist. The elbow can just be to the top of the thigh. This might be enough. Bring the hands to the heart to prayer, and see if you can inhale, reach the head towards me. Exhale, twist right and bring the hands towards the heart center. You can stay here, first variation, or transition the gaze to the floor. See if you can lift the back knee, slide those back toes back for a stronger variation. If you want something stronger still, you can take the right hand to the thigh. You snuggle that left elbow over that right leg, taking the left hand to the mat, and the right arm can lift. So lots of options. I'm going to go with the middle ground. And we breathe here. Gaze can be to the side or over that right shoulder. Exhale, release the hands down now. Hop that left foot a little closer and bring the hands up the front shin. So the feet is a slightly shorter stance, about 3 foot distance, and the back heel is turned in, toes probably 11 o'clock on the left foot. Inhale, we want to keep this right leg straight, press into the big toe of the front foot. Exhale, fold forward over this right leg. Pyramid pose, let the neck lengthen. Hands can walk down that leg. If you start to bend, walk the hands back up. You can come higher, you don't have to fold as deep. Find that breath. Right hand to right hip now. Left hand comes to the outside edge of that leg, so Trikonasana, reverse Trikonasana. If you have blocks, or you can get the fingertips to the mat, come there. Otherwise, stay here with that right hand to the leg. Inhale, reach your head towards me, and exhale, twist over that right shoulder. Draw that right shoulder up towards the ceiling. You can stay here, or maybe take the left arm up. So balance, it's a twist, it's a stretch through that back leg. So there's quite a lot going on here. Let's breathe deeply. Final breath. And exhale, release the hands down. We vinyasa will just meet us in downward dog. Step it back to plank. Inhale, lean forward a touch. Exhale, lower. Inhale through to upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Final standing pose, you'll be glad to hear. Rise onto the toes. Inhale, left leg lift, split dog. Exhale, see if that right heel will lower a little. Bend that top leg. Now dip the toes over to the right. Keep lifting through that left knee. Inhale, straighten left leg. Level off through the hips. Exhale, left foot through to the hands. High lunge. Adjust the feet slightly wider. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, come into the lunge. One breath here. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly we begin to lower that right leg and drop that right knee as lightly as we can. You can adjust, bring this left foot back slightly so it's not as far into a lunge. Left hand to left thigh. Inhale, raise right arm. Exhale, right elbow to left thigh. Bring the hands into prayer. So inhale, reach your head towards me. I'll show you from a slightly different angle. And exhale, twist left. Maybe staying here, try and keep the hips square. So we want the twist coming from the upper body, not skewing the hips. Keep them square. Gaze can come to left foot if you want to come into the twist, a deeper variation. Back knee can lift, slide those toes back, or even right hand to the mat. Left arm can lift. I forgot to stay on the other side, but if you've got the bind, you can come in here. Exhale, release the hands down now. Got this right foot closer, hands walk up that left shin. Back toes, between 1 and 2 o'clock. Inhale, reach the head forward, long through spine, strong through that big toe at the front. Lift the kneecap. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Let the head relax. Imagine you're looking through the eyebrows. There's still activity and tension, creating length in the spine. With each inhale, see if you can find length. And exhale, even if it's in tension but nothing physical moves. Soften with the exhale. Inhale, rise up. Now hands can walk up onto the shin. So we come into our Trikonasana. Right hand to the outside of left leg. Left hand to left hip. Inhale, reach forward, staying here, or take fingertips to the mat if you've got that variation. And exhale, twist left. Staying here, or raise that left arm, gaze up to the fingertips if you have the space. Notice if you're frowning. See if you can find softness. Exhale, release that left hand down to the mat now. Bend the knees. Step it back to plank, your final vinyasa. Inhale here. Exhale lower. Inhale through to upward dog. And then drop the knees. Everyone take child's pose. Take the knees nice and wide. Sit it back towards the bottom. Head can rest onto the mat or hands. Head can rest on the mat, hands can stay in front or back towards the feet. Breathing there. Bringing the hands forward, we roll up. Come to seated along the length of your mat. So from here, we'll extend left leg, shoot it out in front, and then we take the right foot across the left leg and we press it into the mat. So you want that foot flat to the floor. Holding on to that right thigh now. Inhale, raise the left arm. So Lord of the Fishes pose. Exhale, we hug that right knee in with the left arm. Sit tall, inhale here, and exhale, right fingertips come behind to help support you lift and twist to the right. So you might feel a nice stretch through that right glute and hip area here too. Keep that left leg active so the toes flexing back. So we come the opposite way now. Inhale back to centre, palms touch. Exhale, now right hand to the inside of right foot, left fingertips behind. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, use those fingertips, sit tall rather than slumping and rounding. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist left. This is our open side. Left toes flex back, still here. Gaze perhaps begins to come over that left shoulder. Inhale, release, come back centre, palms touch, and exhale, release the hands down. So one final forward fold here. We take that right foot to the inside of left thigh for Janushirshasana. Take the fingertips behind unless you can take the bind comfortably with the foot with a nice long spine. Otherwise, inhale, take the fingertips behind, sit tall. Press that right foot against left leg. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Keep those fingertips, they help you keep the spine nice and long rather than rounding too much. Toes flex back on the left leg, so press into that left heel. Maybe stay here, or if you feel confident that the back's in a nice safe position, begin to walk the hands forward. Gaze reaching up through the eyebrows, faces towards the leg. Begin to come to the closing sequence of our practice. See if you can let go tension through face and shoulders. Soften that breath a little. Inhale, come to what we call gazing pose, so rise onto the fingertips. And exhale, walk the hands back. So we come to the other side, extend the right leg. Take the left foot over the right, high up above that knee, really hug it in. Take the right arm around that left leg, sit tall. So this is the closed twist. Inhale, raise the left arm. And exhale, twist to the left fingertips behind. Use those fingertips to help you keep that length, keep that shoulder drawing away from the ear. Use the exhale, use your core strength to help you twist deeper. Inhale back to centre. Use your core, ground through that right foot to help you balance. Exhale, twist right, left hand rests on the inner leg onto that left foot, right fingertips behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist right. Gaze to the side or over that right shoulder. Inhale back to centre, palms touch. And exhale, release the hands down, taking the final side, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee. Pose, left foot presses against that inner right thigh. Toes nice and active on that right foot. Sit tall. If you need to, if you find that you're struggling to sit tall, you're rounding through lower back, see if you can either roll up your mat or find a blanket or pillow just to help you lift the pelvis and tilt it forward. You can sit on something there. Fingertips behind, inhale, sit tall. Leg active on that right foot, press into the heel. Exhale, hinge and fold. Face towards the leg, keep reaching the head towards the foot. And notice perhaps if the top half of the body's out towards the left, see if you can draw that left shoulder back slightly. Sorry, left hip, shoulder forward, right shoulder back. If you feel confident, you can walk the hands forward. Otherwise, stay where you are. As long as you feel a nice stretch in that right leg, you're in the right place. Inhale, we rise up. And exhale, release that left leg. Shake out. Grab your jumpers and socks if you need any. Do one final pose and then we'll come into relaxation. I'll give you a moment to get comfy. And then we'll come to lay down. Bring your knees into your chest. Just sway from side to side. From here, bring the soles of the feet together now. Reach the hands through to take the outside edges of the feet and then begin to work the knees towards the screen. So you're opening through the hips slightly. Shoulders draw down and relax, soften. If you can from here, take happy baby. Hands around the outside edges of the feet, knees in towards armpits. So if it's too much, hands come around the knees. Clasp the hands, let the legs, the top of the feet just relax and do what they want. Just draw those knees into the armpits or chest. At the same time, see if you can lower the bottom towards the mat so that we're not completely lifted like this. We want just a bit of counter movement. Close your eyes, sway from side to side. Exhale, release the feet to the mat. Extend the legs away. Just before we come into Shavasana, we'll do one more opener for us. So sway from side to side and take the hand underneath the bottom and the forearm underneath the back on both sides. So the hands should be able to touch. We're coming into fish pose, Matsyasana. On the inhale, press and lift into the forearms. You can lift your chest. You see the arch there. And exhale, allow the head to come back towards the floor and lower yourself onto the floor. Draw the shoulders down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, press into the hands. Bring the chin in and lower yourself down, releasing the hands. Take the legs wide, shake them out. If you need to stretch, reach overhead. Do whatever you feel you need to become comfortable in Shavasana. So legs hip width or knees resting against each other to support the lower back, feet mat width. Take some weight into the back of your head, lift the chest slightly, tuck the shoulders under, and close your eyes. Let go of your breath. Allow yourself to release the tension that you're holding on to. So scan the body, beginning with left foot and right foot, left leg and right leg, each hip, abdomen, ribs and chest, left hand and right hand, left arm and right arm, left shoulder, right shoulder. That space behind the neck is space across the brow, across the cheeks, the eye sockets, mouth, lips. Release everything here. The mind's racing. Focus on your breath. The rise and fall of abdomen. Or even heartbeat. Keep the eyes still, focused on the third eye chakra, space between the eyebrows. Slowly begin to bring some movement back through toes and fingertips. Stretch or roll to one side and rest there. When you're ready, roll up to seated. Try to keep the eyes closed. It just keeps the awareness internal and the eyes are not stimulated by what's around us. Hopefully you feel you're floating a little. There's complete headspace. Bring your hands to your heart centre. Acknowledge your efforts for making it here to practice today. Your body's efforts.
And find gratitude once again for all the beauty and all the good you have in your life. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. I'm hoping to make this a regular slot, so I'll send some messages out about that soon. But otherwise, have a lovely evening, and maybe just stay there laying on your mat for a little bit longer, and take care, and hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thank you. Take care. Lots of love, and keep safe. And keep your chins up. Stay positive. Looking forward to the next one, guys. Any requests, send it on through. Thanks, everyone. It's lovely to reconnect again. And have lovely evenings. Oh, glad you enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next. I needed that as much as you guys, I think. Thanks, everyone. I really hope you have a lovely evening and you have a good dinner lined up as well. Hopefully my hubby has been cooking. I can only hope. Take care and speak soon. Lots of love. Thanks, guys. And if anyone knows how to save a blooming live from their phone, I do not know, because I'm trying to do this now, which is why I'm still here. I cannot figure it out for the life of me. It's just not working.